Caitlin Clark has done it again, but this time, it's not just her jaw-dropping performance on the basketball court that's making headlines. It's a bombshell she's dropped off the court. The Iowa Hawkeyes superstar, known for her long-range three-pointers and fiery competitiveness, has just shaken the sports world with a massive announcement. She's landed a groundbreaking deal with Adidas. And when I say groundbreaking, I mean it's the kind of deal that's so big, it makes you rethink what you knew about athletes and their endorsement power. This move is as shocking as one of her signature half-court threes, leaving everyone wondering how she pulled it off and what it means for the future. But before we proceed further, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe. Let's face it, Caitlin Clark is no stranger to making waves. Since her first game in college basketball, she's had fans and critics alike doing double takes at her skill set. She plays with a kind of swagger that only a handful of athletes can muster, and she doesn't back down from a challenge. Her playing style is a unique blend of precision, audacity, and confidence. She can drain threes from deep like it's just another day at the office, but it's the attitude that makes her so captivating. You don't see that kind of unfiltered bravado in every player, and she has harnessed it in a way that has fans glued to their screens whenever she steps on the court. So when she announced her partnership with Adidas, it wasn't just another athlete signing with a brand story. It was bigger than that. Caitlin has this energy that draws attention. It's like watching a magician who makes you think, how did she do that? Signing with a brand like Adidas, one of the biggest players in the sportswear industry, feels like just another one of her long shot moves. But knowing Caitlin, she probably aimed for it, took the shot, and swished it without even looking. To put it in perspective, Adidas doesn't just partner with anyone. They've had legendary names under their wing for decades. We're talking global icons like Lionel Messi and James Harden, athletes who've changed the face of their respective sports. But here's where it gets even crazier. Caitlin is still in college. Think about that for a second. While most college students are worrying about exams and group projects, Caitlin's negotiating deals with a billion-dollar company. That's not just impressive, that's next level. This deal isn't just some fancy contract with a couple of photo ops and product placements. No, his partnership is deeper than that. Adidas clearly sees something in Caitlin beyond her flashy plays and highlight reels. They see potential for her to be a game changer, not only in basketball but also as a marketing powerhouse. Caitlin's presence on social media, her interviews, and even her post-game antics show that she's got the charisma to match her skill set. That's why this deal is so intriguing. Adidas isn't just betting on Caitlin's jump shot, they're betting on her entire personality. For those unfamiliar with Caitlin's rise, let's rewind a bit. She didn't just pop onto the scene out of nowhere. Growing up in West Des Moines, Iowa, Caitlin was already making a name for herself in high school. By the time she was ready for college, every major program in the country had their eyes on her. But she chose to stay close to home, playing for the Iowa Hawkeyes, a decision that, at the time, seemed like she might have passed up bigger opportunities. Now, it's clear that was all part of the plan. She's not someone who follows the crowd or makes predictable choices, and that's exactly what makes this Adidas deal so fitting. Caitlin does things her way, and this partnership feels like an extension of that. Adidas, of course, is no stranger to bold moves themselves. They've been pushing boundaries for years, always trying to stay ahead of the curve in an increasingly competitive industry. With Caitlin, they're adding a new dimension to their roster, one that appeals to a younger, more dynamic audience. The funny thing about this is, it's almost like Caitlin is playing a game within a game. While she's out there dominating college basketball, she's also subtly positioning herself as one of the most marketable athletes of her generation. And that's where the humor comes in, because you know she's aware of exactly what she's doing. You can almost picture her laughing behind the scenes, knowing that she's just pulled off another huge play without breaking a sweat. But what's really insane about this whole situation is the timing. Most athletes don't even sniff deals like this until they've hit the professional ranks. College athletes, particularly female athletes, historically haven't had these kinds of opportunities. Sure, the recent changes in NCAA rules allowing athletes to profit from their name, image, and likeness, NIL, opened the door for these deals, but Caitlin has blown that door off its hinges. Her Adidas deal is monumental because it's not just about branding. It's about setting a precedent. She's showing that women's basketball isn't something to be sidelined or overlooked. It's front and center. And Adidas clearly agrees, because they've just put a massive spotlight on her. Now, what makes this deal particularly interesting is how it will play out. Adidas is known for its collaborations, pushing the boundaries with creative campaigns and unique product lines. There's little doubt that Caitlin's going to be involved in something innovative. Imagine Caitlin Clark's signature shoes or custom apparel lines inspired by her fierce, no-nonsense style. It's hard to say exactly what they'll cook up, but you know it's going to be something special. After all, Adidas didn't just sign her to be another face in their lineup. They want to capitalize on the buzz she generates, the same way she causes a stir every time she pulls up from 30 feet out and drains a three. There's also a bigger picture here that can't be ignored. Caitlin's Adidas deal isn't just about her. It's not the future of women's sports. She's proving that female athletes can command the same kind of attention and financial backing as their male counterparts. It's no secret that women's sports have historically struggled to get the same level of exposure and investment. But Caitlin's signing with Adidas is a major step in shifting that narrative. Her success off the court is a reminder that times are changing and brands are starting to see the immense value in partnering with female athletes who have both the talent and personality to connect with audiences on a global scale. What's crazy about all of this is how Caitlin handles it. You'd think she might get a little big-headed after signing a deal like this, but nope. She's still the same Caitlin, with her easygoing yet fiercely competitive personality. You can see it in the way she carries herself on the court, focused, intense, but never overly showy. Off the court, she's got that same energy. She's not about to let something like this distract her from what she loves most, playing basketball. That's the thing about Caitlin, she's all about the game. You get the feeling she'd be pulling up from deep, dropping dimes, and breaking ankles even if she weren't in the spotlight. This deal also shows how smart Caitlin is when it comes to understanding her brand. Most athletes, especially at her age, don't fully grasp the power of their image. But Caitlin, she gets it. She knows that signing with a major brand like Adidas isn't just about the paycheck. It's about the opportunities it brings. She's always thinking a few steps ahead, just like she does on the court. She's already aligning herself with one of the biggest names in sportswear, and that's going to pay off for years to come. This isn't just about selling shoes or getting her name out there. It's about setting herself up for long-term success. Caitlin knows that her career isn't just about what happens on the hardwood. She's laying the foundation for something much bigger. But while all of this is going on, you can't help but wonder what's going through her competitors' minds. Imagine being an opponent, gearing up to play Iowa, knowing that the player you're about to face not only has the skills to embarrass you on the court, but is also casually signing multi-million-dollar deals with global brands. That's got to mess with your head a little bit. Caitlin's probably out there getting into her opponents' heads without even trying. It's just another layer to her game that makes her such a fascinating figure in sports. As much as this deal is a testament to Caitlin's talents, it's also a sign of where women's sports are headed. The days of female athletes being underappreciated and underpaid are slowly coming to an end, and Caitlin's Adidas deal is a giant leap in the right direction. She's not just representing herself in this deal, she's representing a new era of athletes who are going to change the way the world looks at women's sports. It's a massive responsibility, but if anyone's up for the challenge, it's Caitlin. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more engaging content. We thrive on your feedback, so be sure to leave your thoughts in the comments section below. Until next time, keep discovering and stay tuned.